last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 20 years.
Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Thank you for joining me today. We've got a good show here we're going to put on today. Let's start out with our community service. We give back every day. Unlike our competitors, once a year, and some don't do it at all. At least Fortified does it once a year. We do it every day. So let's start right here. $500 discount if you're military, healthcare, educator, first responder. This week, educators get another $500 or $1,000. So if you're an educator in higher education, whatever, you want to buy a building, we're going to knock $1,000 off because you're an educator. Giving back to the community. Giving back to the community. We're big on that. We believe that's very important because you give back so much to us. Now, you also, if you type in cash, that's worth another $1,000. So now you're $2,000 off the cost of your building. Now look, if you're not computer savvy, just call this number and talk to me right now. I'll get you that $1,000 cash. Just tell me cash over this phone at 337-515-2154. Or type it on the deal, and we're going to give you $1,000 off any building you buy this week, okay? And if you're an educator, it's $2,000. Keep going. This is a special till Christmas. We've taken our best building, the best building in the whole country. It's called the Elite Building. It has more in it than any building being built across this country. It can do everything. It can take moisture. It can take termites. It can take it all, okay? Because we have very drastic problems in our part of the world. Now, remember, it's at $51,999. It's $46,999, and that includes foam insulation and the electrical package. And it's the Elite Building. It is a complete building, complete package that nobody has offered. This is one hell of a deal, folks. I'm telling you, you're getting the best building. Remember, 2x8 scissor trusses, 3-foot truss spacing, 9-foot post spacing, standard 5-on-12 pitch. We put in control joints, we got gutters, got 6-inch concrete. I mean, you can go down the line. There's no building like this. No competitor. If a competitor tells you, I build the same thing as Mallett, that's not true. They do not, because they don't put the type of stuff we put in our buildings. My building is not more expensive. It just has more in it, okay? And you're going to get the foam insulation and the electrical package also. Go to the next slide. This is what you get in the electrical package. And while we're there, because we're electric contractors, we have our own electric group now, we can do anything for you on the side. So besides putting this in the package of your building, if you need us to hook it up to your power or whatever extra work you need, we're qualified to do that for you. And we'll be glad to give you a cost to do that. But this is what comes with this Christmas special. Go ahead. All right, so if you're in a position right now, you're waiting for your tax, or you're waiting for some money to come in, or if you just want to put money till you get enough money to pay for your building, we have the Mallett Savings Plan. $3,000 down payment, 18-month price protection, 3-month extensions after that, 0% interest, pay as little as much as you like. What does that mean? Let's say you come in here and the building you want to buy is $50,000. Well, you're going to put $3,000 down, we're going to design it, the prices are locked in. That is going to be your dream building is coming. It is done, and now it's up to you. You can send money every month till it's paid for, or at any point in time, you can come buy your building. 0% interest. So you're in charge when you need to buy it. Okay? Now, back to the Elite. This is what you get on the Elite Building. I talk about it a lot. And if you read all the things that come with it, nobody's offering this particular building. The Elite building is the best building in the industry. No building that I know of has what this building has. Okay? And you have 24 access to me, the owner. Okay? Next slide. So this week, we've done this for the last 4 weeks. This is what we call the Dutch lap. So anybody comes in this week, I think we still got one. Yeah, this week, we just starting Monday. You come in, you buy a 1,500 square foot Elite building. I'm going to upgrade you at no charge to the Dutch lap. Folks, it looks like shiplap. It's really pretty. This is one of my cabins at Calistoga. And as you can see, it just has a different look. It doesn't look agriculture. It doesn't look commercial. It looks residential. And that's what I think this look does for you. Next. All right, this is our price match. Remember, Southern Buildings and Supply, or Southern Barns and Buildings, whatever they are. I will beat them by $3,000, apples to apples, on a price match. Okay? So go get a bid from them, and I'm going to beat them by $3,000. And you'll get it from someone who's been in business 25 years, A+ rating with the BB, and has never been convicted of violating state law. Okay. Let's talk about them tubular buildings. There seems to be a lot of people caught up in this tubular stuff. I'm going to tell you folks, I'm going to go through this again. I've got some more pictures. Friday, we left with what one we found, which we're going to keep playing that, and I told you I'd keep playing it. So let's start. All right. My most favorite video, if you're thinking about buying a tubular style type building, because it's all about price with them, but the quality materials are not what you're looking for, especially not in Louisiana or Texas or hurricane country. Watch this.
2, 1, 0, all engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
I want you to notice.
3.
Better steal it.
1.
That's a 70-mile-an-hour gust. The trees aren't moving much, are they? Well, imagine if this was a hurricane with a 150-mile-an-hour wind. What would happen to this thing? But look, the trees aren't moving in the video. We're going to play it 2 more, 3 times. Pay attention. Watch this. That it was a 70-mile gust that came through here. And just, you saw what happened. I don't have to tell you what happened. You saw what happened. Next. No, one more. Keep going. We're going to hit it again down the road. All right. The tubular stuff, what they're selling you is a L150. That's a deflection. That's not going to work in hurricane conditions. In order to meet the criteria for a hurricane, you got to be a deflection in the L240 or the L360. What they're selling you is this L150. It's not going to sustain hurricane winds, folks. They're not telling you about that. Oh, we got a wind load. Not hurricane conditions, they don't. Once again, this is what typically happens with it. It's just going to bend. The wind's just going to push it down. Okay? This tubular stuff has really got a lot of faults. Go next. All right? They'll put this thing on the ground for you, and this is they're going to secure it with a nail in the ground. That's what they do. If you're going to do concrete, go to the next one. Do concrete, they're going to run these. They've actually put those in the ground too. And the wind just takes them up. There's no uplift protection in these things. Now go to the next one. I think the next one's concrete. No, tubular steel can't handle the elements. Not secure enough to handle wind, not strong enough to handle snow. Now I'm going to show, I know we're not in snow country, but I just want to show you they just aren't made for any part of the world. Watch this.
Out from under our carport that we put up about 1.5 years ago here on the channel, and basically came down to find this. So it got completely low.
So they can't handle wind. They can't handle snow. They just can't handle. Look what happened. Just tore up his truck. Look how this stuff is flimsy. I mean, folks, these pictures I bring to you so that you make a good decision. You can go buy this stuff if you choose to because it's your money. But I give you all this information so you can make a good decision about what you need to spend your money on so that your money is there for the long term, not the short term. This is short term. Okay, next picture. Look at this. It's just, look, see how it's bending? It just bends. Remember the chart I showed you how it bends? Look at this, folks. Next. All right, the proximity of tubular companies. Tubular companies use regional people to erect their buildings. What happens when you run into an issue? The company's 500 plus miles away from helping you. Now, this is a 3-minute video of a guy that I think really explains the problems with these third party buying from someone over here, and they're subbing out over here, and they're 500 or 800 miles away. Because most of these tubular companies are not from here, but they hire local people or contractors in the region to come put them up. So I'm gonna let you. It's a 3-minute video. I think it'll tell you a lot. Go ahead.
The building builders, or the erectors, I should say. After more research, there's the erectors, there's manufacturers, but they all kind of come from the same manufacturing plant. And a lot of these guys build this crap behind their house, weld all this stuff together, and they'll show up and try and cut corners wherever they possibly can. So as you saw from the footage, that went great. It was going up awesome, everything looked good. And then I started seeing a couple issues. One here, one or two there, a couple here. I would address them. I would talk to the erector. I'll talk to the salesman at the company that we got the building from. Like, hey, are you guys gonna put this piece of trim in? Are you guys gonna do this? Or is this hole gonna stay here? And then I kept on getting rebuttals like, oh, that wasn't in the contract, that wasn't in the contract. I'm like, but the main thing about the contract, you said it was 100% sealed building, it would pass inspection. A couple of the issues that I was finding, it wouldn't pass inspection with those issues. So it's like, yeah, you could say it wasn't in the contract, but this building also has to pass county inspection. The first thing that set me off and kind of got me frustrated was this right here. Let me show you. The edging on this paneling has a ripple in it, all the way up. And if you look down the building, you can almost count the panels because it has the ripples on one edge. This right here, you can see all the way up. So about 80% of the panels ended up having that rippling. So when you pull in the shop from the street, you can look down and just see every edge that overlaps on that tin. And I was like, man, I cannot look at that every time I look at this steel building. And most importantly, I've never seen any other steel building with vertical siding like that. The second big thing that really set me off was the trusses. As you can see right here, this cross piece right here, up top, is 6 feet long. Well, on the plans they sent me to send to the county to get approved to build this thing, that cross piece was supposed to be 16 feet long, all the way across, and have vertical supports in it. So it's supposed to be a welded triangular truss, which is what I paid for. So when they were on top of the roof installing the roof paneling, you could actually see the trusses bend, since we have about 10 feet of freestanding tube from that cross piece to the top of the wall right there. So this part right here is now bending, has about a 3/4 inch to 1 inch sag in it. Man, am I crazy, or would you guys, send this crap back to, or have them come out and fix it?
Well, I thought that was an interesting, my research department found out. I thought that you ought to hear this guy talk about this stuff and see some things he talked about, because he's correct. Okay? This tubular thing, you need to be very careful. It sounds good, feels good because it's cheaper, but it's cheap. And you get what you pay for, folks. And this is another prime example of why I keep pounding on this tubular stuff. Okay? Unavailability, unreliability, that's what we talk about. But once again, what we need to be concerned with in our part of the country is hurricanes. Now, this video is, again, not a hurricane, but a 70-mile-an-hour gust. Here we go.
2, 1, 0, all engine running. Liftoff, we have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower clear.
How would you feel if that was your building and Laura came through and this is what you had? Do you think this might happen to you? That's 70 miles an hour. What's 150 to 180 mile an hour hurricane going to do with that? or tornadoes flying all over the place during the storm. Folks, this is what can happen to you. It goes back to the red flags. I keep trying to show you what can possibly happen to you so that you can make an intelligent decision on what you need to do and what you need to buy. Okay? Misconceptions on red iron. It can withstand greater winds than post rain. Fire is not an issue. Rust is not an issue. So let's go over this now. Next, go. That's what a hurricane did. Don't tell me a hurricane that's still stronger. This is what a hurricane did. Okay? This is hurricane damage on a steel building. Look at this. I mean, all right, so we've covered that. But we've killed that theory or that misnomer that steel's stronger than wood. Not necessarily. Go to the next one. This is a fire. Oh, steel don't burn. Look like it did a number on that steel to me. Look like it just melted. Look at the inside of this thing. But steel don't burn. Of course it'll burn. Look at this. This is steel burning. So we've killed that misnomer. That's not necessarily true. Rust. Here we go. I've been pounding on rust for many, many months since I started doing these presentations. So once again, this is easy. We all know iron's going to rust. Go to the next one. Look at the rust. And it continually deteriorates. I've always told you, what supports or holds these steel buildings down is anchor bolts. When the anchor bolts start rusting and they start losing strength, what's going to happen when a hurricane, comes rolling through to your building? It's just going to knock it over because you got nothing holding it down anymore. Go to the next one. Yeah. Okay. Remember this slide? This is really a good slide because you can use stainless steel, you can use galvanized, you can do all this stuff. Well, yeah, you could, but look at what's happened in a 2-year exposure. Okay? Regular steel, look what's happening. Galvanized, look what's happening. And even the stainless steel is starting to deteriorate. I think that's not going to happen with wood, especially treated wood. See, there was a time before treated wood, and whenever you had white wood, you could say, well, we could possibly have termites. That's a true statement. But in today's world, the treatments that are being done on the wood have lifetime warranties from the manufacturer against rot and fungal decay, rust, and termites. Okay? We take it a step farther by putting post protectors in the elite building, which is a sleeve that goes over the post. So when the post goes 3 feet in the ground or 4 feet, 3 to 4 feet into the ground, it's encapsulated inside the post protector. All right? So the elements cannot get to the post. Even though it has a lifetime manufacturing warranty from the manufacturer, we add the added security of putting a post protector standard in the elites. Now, all our buildings, you can add them to them. But I put everything you could possibly put in this elite building. This elite building is the monster. It's it. It's it. Next. Remember, if you are an educator this week, actually all these people get $500 given back to the community because we appreciate what you've done for the community. We're going to knock $500 off all these people if you qualify in under these categories. Now, if you are an educator this week, we added another $500. I alternate every week. I pick one and I add another $500. So this week, if you're an educator, we've got a lot of educators, and we appreciate what y'all do. I'm going to knock $1,000 off your building because you're an educator. Okay? Giving back to the community. Giving back. Type in cash. Call me. I'm going to knock off another $1,000. That's $2,000 cash right off the top. That because you're an educator and because you typed in cash, I'm going to take off the cost of your building. Okay? This is the special of the week. This is the elite building, the best building in the country for $46,999, and I've thrown in an electrical and phone package till Christmas Day. You can buy this building, and if you want to buy bigger, they'll make you a deal. But this building and up, I'll keep these numbers pretty much where you need to be. But right now, you can buy this 1,500 square foot building for $46,999. I knocked $3,000 for the Christmas special, $1,000 house signing, $1,000. That's another thing. You realize you get another $1,000 if you come to this office and sign that contract here. You know why? I want you to come visit us. I want you to come see our staff. I want you to come see our team. I want you to come visit our facility. It's one of our red flags. One of the red flags I tell you, go visit their facilities. You can tell a lot about people by their operation. We're proud of our operation. We build trusses here. We'll take you through the truss plant. We'll show you our packing operation. But you meet our logistical people, you meet our sales people, you meet everybody, and if I'm here, you get to meet me. Because if I'm here, I'm going to come shake your hand. And I'm going to pay you $1,000 to come in here and sign. I'm going to take it off that building. I don't know what else I can do to get you here, but I want you to come see me. I really do. That's why I give you the $1,000 signing bonus, okay? Now, here's the electrical package that comes in that special, okay? This is all recorded. We'll be playing this. So you can always come back and see this, but this is all documented right here on this deal. This is what you're going to get. 100 amp panel, 220, 20 amp general purpose receptacle circuits, 120 volt, 20 amp lighting circuit, up to 12 receptacles, 4 UFO 12,000 lumens LED lights. Standard in this package. You get this for the same money, okay? Then, you know, if you can't afford it right now, you can't afford not to do this. There's no better time to buy a building because you need one every day. Why? Because of the elements. Your cars or your RVs or your boats or your four-wheelers. Mother Nature's after it. What about the thieves who might go out there and try to take your stuff? Lock up your stuff. That's what a building does. Hey, you might want an outdoor kitchen. Hey, you might want to put a place in there for your mother-in-law. There's all kinds of things you can do with the building. You can't, and dollar for dollar is the best thing you can buy. For instance, let's take a boat. Pay $50,000. In 5 years, what do you got? Build this building, in 5 years, you still got it, and it appreciates. This depreciates. RVs depreciate. My building's still appreciating. For whatever you buy, this movable is going to be depreciating on you, whereas this building is appreciating. It's actually going to bring value to your property. When you go, and actually we have figured the numbers, nationally statistic, it raises the value of your property almost from 5 to 20%. So it's an increase. Can't afford to not have a building. You got to put up all your stuff for several reasons. It's the best thing, dollar for dollar, that you can invest in. If you come in this week, buy 1,500 square feet on an elite building like that special, I'm going to throw a Dutch lap in. Upgrade. It's expensive. But we want to get some of these buildings out in the market. I want people to see them. I want people to see how pretty this product is. Price match. Southern Buildings and Barns. I'll beat them by $3,000, apples to apples, get a bid. I will beat them by $3,000. Okay, we're going to take a break here. We'll get set up. I'm going to go live in the truss plant, and I'm going to show you some of the things the saw does, how it operates. So give me a few seconds to set this up. What do we need to do? Go right now? Or what you going to do? Okay, go to commercial. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to come back. I'm going to break you inside live into the plant.
At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners.
Hello, thank you for staying tuned. We're going to go live here now. As you can see, what you're seeing on the screen is a stack of wood. Now that wood's going to be stacked on this conveyor. Now show me the conveyor, Trent. turn towards the conveyor. There you go. Okay, that wood'll go on that conveyor, and that conveyor's going to take it to the saw. Okay. My logistic people made a mistake. They're cleaning up today, so I'm going to have to run it again. But anyway, go to the saw, to the screen, Trent. Okay, as you can see, right in this area, there's a screen. You see that glass? That's where the saw is being ran by the computer. Okay? And that thing will take that stuff in as fast as we can feed it. All right? Now I'm going to go to the truss table. I'm going to do this another day. That's where the boards come out and they fall. And then we have a building pre-cut. And now we're going to go to the truss table because they're building trusses right now. Okay? Okay. You hear the hammer? That's for putting the plates on the trusses. All right. Show me the table. So there's the table. Turn towards the. There you go. Turn a little bit. There you go. Trent, turn it so I can see the truss. Turn a little bit, Trent, towards the truss. Show the table. Show the table. All right. See that table? It's got these pugs. Those pugs are put to receive the truss because we get those measurements from the computer. And the pieces come in and they're putting pieces and they're nailing the plates on the trusses. Are they getting ready to lift that one up? Here we go. That one's made. It's going to be pressed. They're going to run the press over the top of it. See the press? The press is coming. It's pressing the plates once. Okay? You saw that? It's pressing those plates in. Now, watch what's going to happen. All right, watch this. Truss is going to be lifted. It's going to roll over to the conveyor. And now it's going to take off. If Trent can show it taking off, it's going to go through another press. So they're pressed twice when we make a truss. Is it moving? Is the truss moving through the other? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me see where he's at. Okay. He's going to the end. So you see the roller? So the truss got on these rollers. Here goes, look, here's the truss. It's taken off. Now it's going to go through the other press. Yeah. It's going to feed into the plate, and it's going to press them. So we press them twice. All right. Well, I just wanted to take you. We're going to start doing more of this each day on their lives. We're going to take and go on job sites. I'm going to show us pouring concrete. I'm going to show us putting the cable retention system. I'm going to show you the purlins. I'm going to show you the trusses being put up. I'm going to show you the metal being applied. We're going to go through the whole gamut live, and I'll do it here through this new system we got here. We're kind of a little green, but we're going to get better. But anyway, I'm going to start making these presentations a little more interesting, and then I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live with customers on their site with buildings that are finished, completed. So we're going to really do a lot with this. So I'm going to take it.
At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
Back, Lee Mallett back. Glad y'all stayed with us. Now, like I said, I thought that was interesting for our first time, but we come up with some new things so we can bring more content. Hope you enjoyed seeing that. But we're going to get better, and we're going to bring you a lot of live stuff here going forward. Now, speaking of live, watch this live.
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Remember, 70 miles an hour gust did that. Not a hurricane, a gust did that, folks. Tubular steel, I'm not a big fan, and that's why. So, you know, you be your own judge, but I think this is pretty obvious that I don't think anybody wants this to happen to them. But anyway, let's talk about the 5 red flags. As you know, I've told you many times, I've been on the State Contractors Board for almost 15 years. I've been chairman for almost 8. So I have the opportunity, good or bad, to have to go to meetings and have to deal with people who break the law. And it happens every month when we go. It's terrible to see elderly people and people not familiar with construction to be taken advantage of. So I'm going to give you the red flags, which I try to tell people to do. 1, go to the Secretary of State. That's going to tell you how long they've been in business, and that's going to tell you who the parties involved in the business are, number 1. Number 2, you go to the LSLB site, type in whatever company you're checking out, and it's going to pop up and tell you if he's licensed. If nothing comes up, it'll tell you there's no record. If it comes up and says home improvement registered, the law, he can't build a new building. You want a licensed residential contractor. Okay? While you're there, go to contractor violation. See if he's been convicted of violating state contractors law. That is a serious red flag, one of the most serious of all of them. Then go to the reviews on the BBB. I have over 500 on the BBB and the Google. And also bring in people, and I'm going to start like we just did. I'm going to start going, meet people at their place and let them answer questions, and we'll show their building live from here, just like we just did showing you the plant. We did a little test today. We're going to get better at it. But anyway, we're going to start bringing them in, which is even better than this. Okay? And visit the contractor's facility. I will pay you $1,000 off the price of your building for you to come here and meet us, come see our facility, come meet the people you're doing business with, and we would just like for you to come. We'd like to see you too. Now, if you don't follow the red flags, this is what can happen. Right here, this cat been charged with all this contractor fraud. Okay? If my red flags would have been followed, the people that did business would have said, well, he's only been in business 4 years. Possible red flag. Well, he's been convicted by the LSWBC. Serious red flag. And he's only a home improvement registered. Therefore, he's not a state licensed contractor. Another serious red flag. All 3 are red flags in my opinion. But you got 2 really serious red flags. Okay? Another one. This is what he was charged with. This is what can happen to you when you don't do your due diligence in trying to figure out who you want to do business with. These 2, both charged with contractor fraud, but had all these people followed the red flags, they'd have found out that both of them had been convicted multiple times by the LSWBC. And that had been a serious red flag. Some people lost money on this. I don't know if they're going to get their money back. They're going to try. But folks, you don't want to be one of these. I mean, it's not a good thing. All these guys, according to the LSWBC, have all been convicted of violating state contractors law. Here they are. Southern Style Barnes, S&S Steel, Precision Metal, Ranger Buildings, Beck Industries, Reed's Metals. Red flag. Serious red flag. You can do whatever you want with your money because it's your money. I'm just warning you, you may be unlucky, or you may be one of the lucky ones that everything goes good, or one of the unlucky ones when things get caught up with these guys. So the red flags are done to protect you. Whether you follow or not is your prerogative. Remember, we have a price match program. We will beat anybody's price, apples to apples, by $1,000. So let's assume, except for Southern Barnes and Buildings and Barnes, we'll beat them by $3,000. Okay? Apples to apples. We'll do that. Today, giving back to the community and giving you a discount to buy that building, we will take all these people, military personnel, healthcare workers, educators, first responders. We're going to knock $500 off the price of your building because you do so much for the community and the country. We give back every day. Unlike my competitors, I give back every day. Now, today, if you're an educator this week, we're going to knock another $500, so that means you get a $1,000 discount because you're an educator. Then if you type in cash, another $1,000, that's 2. And if you come here and meet us and sign with us here, another $1,000. We're trying to earn your business, folks. Really, we really are. This is the sale, the big sale for till Christmas Day. We're selling a 30 by 50 by 12 elite building with all these things in it, plus foam insulation, plus the electrical package. Best deal in town. I'm telling you, this is a tremendous deal. Tremendous deal. Okay? This is the electrical package. You can add to it when we get there. This comes with your package. But hey, if you want to add lights, you want to add receptacles, you need more extra electrical work, we're electrical contractors. We can fix you up. You can't afford, if right now you're waiting for your tax money, or you're waiting for something to happen and some cash coming in, or if you just need some time to build up your money to buy a building, we got a plan for you. Mallett Savings Plan, $3,000 down, 18-month guaranteed. You come in, we're going to pick your building. That price is locked in for 18 months. You can do 3-month extensions, 0% interest the whole time, and you pay as much as you like. You can sit here and make those payments until your building's paid for. Or you can sit here and make those payments or put as much money down as you want until you're comfortable and ready to do the deal. But I protected you on price. If you come in, 1,500 square foot on an elite building, you get the Dutch lap at no extra charge for the moment. There will come a point in time when a new building will be created, and this is all it'll have on them. Price match, Southern Barns or Southern Buildings and Barns, we will beat them apples to apples on a price match, $3,000. $3,000. Right off the bat. That's not counting the cash or sign-in bonus either. So you can make a hell of a deal here. Kids, if you want to build it yourself, we'll create the building package, send it to you, and look, I'm going to give you the conceptual drawings, estimate everything, engineering, material listing of what you need to build a building, and we'll include probably 5 consulting calls, no charge, if you got a problem while you're putting it up. And you can come in live with us, or we can go live on FaceTime or whatever you want to help you put your building, if that's what you want to do. We do it both ways. And I'm going to soon come up, hopefully, by the end of the week, we'll start putting some pricing on some of these kits so you can make a decision. The Mallett Elite building. I can't say enough about this building. I can't tell you how good this building is because there's just so much in the building to talk about. It is the best building in the business. Nobody sells this building. Nobody does 3-foot truss spacing. Nobody does 9-foot post spacing. Nobody does a standard 5 and 12. And nobody puts a 2x8 scissor truss standard in all those buildings, not counting all the other things that come with it. It's the jewel of the jewels in the building business. Giving back to the community. I told you we give back every day to those people. But this is some of the people that we do every year. Not once a year, not every once in a while. We do this stuff all the time. In fact, we're getting ready to write a check for the basketball tournament here in Iowa, which is about 10 schools. That's girls and boys. And if I wouldn't do that, they couldn't have that tournament. I've done it for 8 years. I see the football team is going to, they just handed it up. They want me to give some money to advertise the team. I think they're going to the regionals. Where are they going? The quarter semifinals. We're going to support them. Okay? But look at all these other people we support. We support young kids. We support education. We support state troopers. We support veterans. We support athletics. We support livestock. 4-H. We support everything all the time. Not just every once in a while, folks. All the time. I don't think you can find a company that gives back to the community like Mallett Builders. Let me tell you, we ask you to make that a strong consideration when you buy a building. I believe a company that gives back at the rate we do, you ought to consider it. I think it's a valuable consideration that we deserve because we are doing this. So I ask you to consider that when you're choosing your contractor or your building company to build your building. We're going to give back. And I'm proud of that. We're proud of that. So give us a call. Give us a chance. We're going to do what's right by you, and we'll do what's right by our community and our veterans. So here we go. I love playing this. I can't say enough, but the picture says it all.
All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
I can't play it enough because I don't think that I can tell you enough about how what would be the word? I just don't think it's worth the money. You know, whatever you want to call it. I think that pitch, it's a bad investment for sure, because this is what can happen to you. You don't want that to happen to you. Really, you don't. Well, look, I've enjoyed it. I've been talking for quite a while now. I guess I'll let y'all go. Thank you for listening. I'll be coming live from Shreveport the next 3 days. I got to go up there and do some work for LSU. I sit on the board at LSU, and I have to take off and go work over there the next 3 days and try to help that school get its act together. We got a lot of work over there. But look, I appreciate you calling. Give us a call, 337-515-2154, or call my office, talk to one of my building specialists at 337-214-0428. And remember, we're open all the time. By the way, starting today, we are open 24/7 to answer your question. My building specialist is available 24/7 every day. You call that number, the 214-0428, after 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. My building specialists are going to be there to answer your question 7 days a week. That's what you call earning your business. That's what you call operating on your terms, your time, because we know your time is valuable. So if you got a question or you want to talk to a building specialist, we're open 24/7. I'm open 24/7. You can call me on mine at 337-515-2154. Okay? But if you want to talk about buying a building, you want to get some questions answered, hey, call that number 24/7. And I have a building specialist on call every day, 7 days a week. I'm proud of that. I'm glad my team is willing to do that, but that just goes to show you their commitment to y'all. So look, thank you for listening. Call me at 337-214-04, well, I'm drawing a blank, 0428. Or call me on my cell number, 337-515-2154. Look, thank y'all for listening. I enjoyed doing this. We'll be bringing some more lives. Can't wait to see you. And I'll be live from Shreveport the next 3 days. So bear with us. We're going to keep rolling. Thank y'all.